So are you confused between deciding if the 5 years care visa route is for you, or should you go for the post-study option that buys you time to find that dream job? Well, in this video, I share with you the 4 main reasons why the 5 years care visa route might not be for you. So let's get into the video. In the last 7 months, this is the most popular question I get asked by international students studying their master's program or those that are already even exploring the 5 years care visa route. And of course, so why don't you let's just dive into the 4 main reasons why the care visa might not be for you. And the first reason is your lack of tolerance. I think one of the main things is that this job is actually not for everybody. Now, the fact that in Nigeria you used to work in the banking sector, or the fact that in your own country you used to work as a professional, you probably don't have the skills required to succeed in this role. And I've seen for a fact that many people do not have a high level of tolerance. Now, you need to understand that this people you're actually working with, who are actually residents, you need to understand that they have physical and of course probably mental challenges that you're actually there to support them with. Now, they could get on your nerves, there are instances where they could say stuff that could be annoying. And let's be clear, a few of them also can be racist, which is outside of your control anyway. My main point is they could do stuff that can actually hurt you. So you need to know how to manage the situation. At the end of the day, you have a duty of care to provide to them. So I've seen instances where it led to some people beating some residents because they couldn't take it and it affected their job, they were sacked. That's not even the issue. The fact that it will affect your DBS, which would affect your chances of working in other industries, or should I say the similar environment. So you might not have the tolerance, you might not be emotionally intelligent. It's something that you need to look into before getting into this route. The next one is job satisfaction, or should I say career growth. Now, this one means the fact that this industry or this particular role does not give you the satisfaction you want in a job. For example, I'm the type of person that would love to work in a fast-paced environment, work under pressure, and I'm someone that would love to use my intellect in solving a lot of problems. Guess what? You might not really find this in a care home, because at the end of the day, you use more of your hand, of course, should I say your mobility. So my main point is, if you don't look forward to going to work, do you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh, I don't want to go to work, or you don't feel excited, then it might be a red flag. And I understand the fact that you need the money anyway. So if you don't look forward to going to work, if you don't look forward to growing a career in this particular industry, then you don't see yourself, for example, advancing from the care assistant role to a more senior role, taking more leadership roles, or probably even doing some certification, then you should know for a fact that it's not an industry that might be appealing to you, or it's not a role that you will actually want to stay for 5 years. So that's another red flag. So the next reason why the 5-year care visa route might not be for you is the salary expectation. Now, I'd like you to know for a fact that this industry, the salary is way above the minimum wage anyway in the UK. So there are instances where you feel like, oh, my previous experience or my skill set can help me get more salary. And if you feel like, oh, this industry cannot pay you what you're looking for, it might be another red flag. So a decent pay you get within this one is you're working full time, you would get something around probably £22,000 to like £25,000 max. That's even before tax anyway. So you need to look into it and say, oh, is this something you see yourself doing for a long time? And if it's not something, you should know for a fact that that's a red flag. So there are people saying, oh, maybe I should get into tech, why not get into consulting or get into other profession? It's up to you, but at the end of the day, if the salary does not match your expectation, then of course that's a clear red flag. Another reason why the 5-year care visa route might not be for you is if you're not proud of your profession. I've seen instances where people cannot tell their family at home what they are doing, or they can't tell their friends, they hide it. If you are not proud of the profession, then you should know for a fact that it's a big red flag. You can't tell nobody, you don't feel happy, you just cannot. I don't know how to explain it to you anyways, but my main point is, if it's something you're hiding from your close one, your family, you don't want no one to see you doing it, you don't feel fulfilled, then that's another massive red flag. So what then should you do? Well, if you're actually an international student and you're currently studying your master's program, or should I say your undergraduate program, my advice to you is that if you are looking for experience role, just wait to closely the end of your program so you can start looking for it, because if you apply to it during your program, most companies will want to hire you on a part-time basis. So if you're close to the end of your program, you can start looking for that. But if you're applying to graduate roles or entry roles, you need to start applying right now. In the UK, with graduate jobs, many of the companies recruit 1 year in advance. So it means if you want to get a job for next year, September, or should I say next year, April, you need to start applying right now so you can secure that contract. So you need to start applying right now, join the right people, join the right community. And that leads me to me telling you about our community, because we post information that can actually help you in your job search. So join our community, drop a love emoji, reach out to me, and I'll be very happy to add you to the community. So make sure you join the right people, and I believe you will get what you're looking for. If you're actually an international student, you have 1 year on average to do your master's program. If you can't find something, like myself, I started looking for a job during my master's program, and it took me a while, but I was able to get it. Long story short, even if you can't get something to do your master's program, there's no crime in applying for the post-study. I mean, £2,000 to invest in your personal career or yourself, I don't see any issue in it. Apply for the post-study. I have a few friends that they couldn't get full-time job doing their master's program, but during the post-study, they got it. And the company switched their visa. So, I mean, there's no crime in applying to post-study. And I believe it gives you enough time, it eases that pressure down. And I believe with your master's program and the post-study, that's 3 years. There's no way you won't find something in 3 years, especially if you are working with the right people, applying the right strategy to position yourself in the UK market. And even if it doesn't work out, then I mean, it's up to you to follow up on your plan B. And of course, that leads me to the next set of people. If you're already in the 5 years visa route, there's no problem in that. Listen, max, what I'll just tell you is that 6 months, 1 year into it, you can still switch your visa if you get another company that can sponsor your visa. So the main thing is for you to apply the right strategy, look for ways you can keep applying, and do not stay demotivated. Let me tell you this fact. Your current job is a distraction for your next job. What I mean by this is that what you're doing currently now, if you're not careful, can stop you from getting into that dream role. I mean, that's the top advice I'll give to you with respect to this one. At the end of the day, only you can decide what you really want to do. One more thing though, I would encourage you to watch this video where I was able to share top 7 tips that actually helped me get 2 tier 2 visa job offers in just 1 month. See you in the video.